In the golden age of motorsport, when the roar of V8 engines echoed across racetracks worldwide, one car emerged as a symbol of unprecedented collaboration between Italian craftsmanship and American muscle. The De Tomaso Sport 5000, born in 1965, represented a bold vision to challenge the racing establishment. This sleek machine, weighing just 1,455 pounds and powered by a thunderous Ford V8 engine, promised to revolutionize motorsport. Yet, its story became one of unfulfilled potential, leaving behind a legacy that would influence automotive design for decades to come. The story begins in the early 1960s, when Alejandro de Tomaso, an Argentine-born racing driver with dreams of automotive excellence, sought to establish his company's reputation in the competitive world of high-performance cars. His previous creation, the Vallelunga, while innovative in design, had faced criticism for its modest power output. De Tomaso knew he needed something extraordinary to make his mark in the automotive world, and his vision would soon align with one of America's most legendary automotive figures. Enter Carroll Shelby, the Texas-born racing driver turned automotive designer whose name had become synonymous with high-performance vehicles through his work with Ford and the legendary Cobra sports cars. Shelby saw potential in De Tomaso's vision, and in 1964 their collaboration began. This partnership would bring together the best of both worlds, European design sophistication and raw American power. The heart of their creation would be a 289 cubic inch Ford V8 engine, carefully tuned to produce an impressive 475 horsepower at 7,300 revolutions per minute. This power plant represented a massive leap forward from the Vallelunga's modest engine, promising performance that could rival the best sports cars of the era. The engine's placement in the middle of the chassis wasn't just for weight distribution, it was an integral part of the car's innovative structure. To bring their vision to life, Shelby enlisted Peter Brock, the brilliant mind behind the Shelby Daytona Coupe. Brock's design for the Sport 5000 was revolutionary, featuring a low-slung aluminum body that seemed to slice through the air. The car's profile was dominated by large air intakes behind the seats, while an adjustable rear wing advanced for its time helped manage airflow at high speeds. These designs made their way to Italy, where they fell into the capable hands of Medardo Fantuzzi, a renowned coach builder known for his exceptional metalworking skills. The marriage of Brock's American design philosophy with Italian craftsmanship created something truly unique in the automotive landscape of the 1960s. The chassis itself was a testament to innovative thinking. Building upon the Vallelunga's steel backbone design, De Tomaso's engineers modified it to accommodate the more powerful V8 engine. The engine itself became a structural member of the chassis, an advanced concept that would later become common in high-performance vehicles. However, this innovative approach wasn't without its challenges. The central spine chassis proved less rigid than anticipated, leading to handling characteristics that would need refinement. The suspension system was equally sophisticated, featuring double wishbones with coil springs over tubular shock absorbers at the front, while the rear employed a complex setup of reversed lower wishbones, top links, and twin trailing arms. This configuration was designed to provide precise control and stability at high speeds, essential for both racing and road use. As the project progressed, tensions began to emerge. Shelby, upon seeing the initial bodywork produced in Italy, felt it didn't capture the essence of Brock's original design. In response, he sent Brock to work directly with Fantuzzi, leading to a revised version dubbed the De Tomaso P70. The updated design featured a movable rear wing and full doors, making it eligible for GT racing competition. However, fate had other plans. Before the end of 1965, Shelby withdrew from the project, turning his attention to Ford's struggling GT40 program. This departure left De Tomaso searching for new partnerships to bring his vision to completion. He found an ally in Ghia, the prestigious Italian coach builder, leading to the car being renamed the Ghia de Tomaso. The public got their first glimpse of the completed car at the Turin Motor Show in November 1965. Painted in striking red, the Sport 5000 commanded attention with its dramatic lines and innovative features. The car made subsequent appearances at the Modena Racing Car Show in February 1966 and graced the cover of Road and Track magazine in March of the same year. Despite the initial excitement and ambitious plans to produce at least 10 units, with the possibility of an additional 40 for racing homologation, only one prototype of the Sport 5000 was ever completed. The development process faced numerous challenges without Shelby's backing, and bringing such an innovative design to production proved more difficult than anticipated. The car's racing career was equally brief. While intended to compete in prestigious events like the 12 Hours of Sebring and the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1966, these dreams never materialized. The Sebring entry was withdrawn, and Le Mans organizers rejected the car's application. Its sole competitive appearance came at the Mugello Grand Prix in July 1966, with Italian driver Roberto Busanello at the wheel. Unfortunately, mechanical issues forced retirement on the opening lap, marking both the beginning and end of the Sport 5000's racing career. The technical specifications of the Sport 5000 reveal its potential. The car measured 160.8 inches in length and 69.5 inches in width, with a wheelbase of 93 inches. Its lightweight construction resulted in a total weight of just 1,455 pounds, promising exceptional performance when combined with its powerful engine. The 5-speed manual transmission was designed to harness the engine's substantial power output effectively. While the Sport 5000's racing aspirations may have gone unfulfilled, its influence extended far beyond the racetrack. The rear-end design influenced Pete Brock's later work on the Hino Samurai racing car, while engineering concepts and components found their way into the more successful De Tomaso Mangusta road car. Following Alejandro de Tomaso's passing in 2003, the sole Sport 5000 prototype remained at the factory in Modena, Italy, until 2004. A Belgian collector then acquired this unique piece of automotive history, preserving it for future generations to appreciate. The De Tomaso Sport 5000's story exemplifies the challenges faced by innovative automotive projects in the 1960s. It represented a unique moment in automotive history when American engineering prowess met Italian design excellence, creating something truly extraordinary. While it may not have achieved its intended racing success, the Sport 5000 left an indelible mark on automotive design and engineering. The car's development occurred during a transformative period in motorsport history, when regulations were evolving and new technologies were emerging. The Sport 5000's innovative features, including its stressed engine design and adjustable aerodynamics, were ahead of their time. These concepts would later become standard in high-performance vehicles, validating the forward-thinking approach of De Tomaso and his team. The car's brief appearance at the Mugello Grand Prix, while disappointing, provided valuable insights into the challenges of developing cutting-edge racing machines. The mechanical issues that led to its retirement highlighted the fine line between innovation and reliability, a balance that all racing car designers must strike. In the shadows of French motorsport, history lies a hidden gem, a race car so rare that only 3 were ever made. In 1964, a small company called Alpine, led by a former rally driver with big dreams, created something extraordinary. The Alpine M64 wasn't the most powerful car on the track, nor was it the most expensive. Yet this lightweight prototype, weighing just 1,428 pounds, would go on to achieve something remarkable at the world's most prestigious endurance race. This is the story of innovation, tragedy, and triumph that led to one of racing's most efficient machines. The story begins in 1955, when Jean Redel, a passionate racing enthusiast, founded Alpine in Dieppe, France. Initially, Redel focused on modifying Renault 4 CVs for racing competitions, but his ambitions stretched far beyond simple modifications. His first creation was the A106 in 1955, marking Alpine's entry into car manufacturing. However, it wasn't until 1962 that the company took its first step into prototype racing with the M63. The development of the M63 was marked by both promise and tragedy. While the car showed potential, it faced structural issues that would ultimately lead to devastating consequences. During the 1963 24 Hours of Le Mans, driver Christian Heinz lost his life in a tragic accident. This heartbreaking event forced Alpine to reassess their approach to race car design, leading to the birth of the M64. The M64's development was entrusted to aerodynamics engineer Marcel Hubert, who designed a sleek fiberglass body that would slice through the air with minimal resistance. The car's dimensions were compact yet purposeful: 167.3 inches in length, 64.6 inches in width, and a low-slung height of 42.1 inches, with a wheelbase of 90.6 inches. The chassis itself was a masterpiece of engineering, crafted from specialized molybdenum metal tubing that provided exceptional strength while keeping weight to a minimum. At the heart of the M64 was a Renault Gordini Type 55 engine, a compact yet powerful 1.1-liter inline-4 featuring double overhead camshafts. This diminutive power plant produced 115 horsepower at 7,000 revolutions per minute, breathing through two twin-choke Weber 45 DCOE carburetors. Power was transmitted to the rear wheels through a robust Hewland 5-speed manual transmission, known for its precision and reliability. The suspension system was equally sophisticated, utilizing fully independent suspension with helicoidal springs and hydraulic shock absorbers at all four corners. Girling disc brakes provided the stopping power, essential for the demanding nature of endurance racing. The entire package was capable of reaching speeds up to 168 miles per hour, an impressive feat for a car with such modest engine displacement. The M64's defining moment came at the 1964 24 Hours of Le Mans. Drivers Roger de Lageneste and Henry Moreau piloted the car in the prototype 1150 class, facing competitors with significantly more powerful engines. Over the course of 24 grueling hours, the M64 completed 292 laps, covering an astounding 2,436 miles at an average speed of 101 miles per hour. This performance secured 17th place overall and, more importantly, victory in its class. But perhaps the M64's most remarkable achievement at Le Mans wasn't its class victory, but its incredible fuel efficiency. The car averaged 21 miles per gallon throughout the race, an unprecedented achievement that highlighted the effectiveness of Alpine's lightweight, aerodynamic approach to race car design. Just 2 weeks after Le Mans, the M64 proved its success was no fluke. At the 12 Hours of Reims on July 5, 1964, de Lageneste and Moreau again showcased the car's capabilities. Completing 241 laps and covering approximately 1,243 miles, they secured another class victory and 18th place overall. The high-speed Reims circuit, with its long straights and challenging corners, perfectly suited the M64's aerodynamic efficiency and stable handling characteristics. The car's competition history also included successful outings in various hill climb events, where its lightweight construction and agile handling proved advantageous on narrow, winding roads. At the Paris 1,000-kilometer race at the Montlhéry circuit, the M64 secured a second-place finish in its class, further cementing its reputation as a reliable and competitive machine. After its racing career, chassis number 1711 took on a new role as a development platform for Alpine's future projects. The car received modifications, including the addition of vertical tail fins, which would influence the design of its successor, the Alpine A210. This modified version would contribute to Alpine's racing program from 1966 to 1969. In 1977, the modified M64 was sold to J.L. Marnot in France, who kept it briefly before selling it to another owner. For nearly 50 years, this historic race car remained hidden from public view, preserving its original condition. Recent years have seen the car undergo a comprehensive restoration, returning it to its 1964 specifications while retaining the developmental tail fins that played such an important role in Alpine's engineering progress. The M64's construction techniques were revolutionary for their time. The space frame chassis, influenced by British engineer Len Terry's work, provided exceptional rigidity while maintaining minimal weight. The fiberglass body wasn't just lightweight. It was shaped to minimize air resistance, with every curve and contour serving a specific aerodynamic purpose. The car's mid-engine rear-wheel drive layout provided optimal weight distribution, enhancing handling characteristics and traction. This configuration, combined with the fully independent suspension system, allowed the M64 to maintain exceptional stability and control in various racing conditions. The M64's legacy extends beyond its racing achievements. Of the 3 chassis built, numbers 1709, 1710, and 1711, each played a role in advancing Alpine's understanding of aerodynamics and lightweight construction. These principles would influence not only the subsequent A210, but also Alpine's approach to race car design for years to come. The M64's impact on French motorsport culture cannot be understated. In an era when British and Italian manufacturers dominated international racing, Alpine showed that a small French company could compete and win at the highest levels. The M64's success at Le Mans and Reims brought national pride and demonstrated the capabilities of French engineering on the global stage. Today, the Alpine M64 stands as one of the most significant race cars of its era. Its combination of innovative design, impressive performance, and remarkable efficiency set new standards in prototype racing. The survival of chassis 1711, complete with its developmental modifications, provides a tangible link to a pivotal period in motorsport history. In the realm of automotive history, few cars have captured imagination quite like the mysterious Bugatti Type 57 Aerolith of 1935. A single prototype, crafted from a highly flammable metal alloy, disappeared without a trace after its debut, leaving behind only a handful of black and white photographs and a legacy that would influence car design for decades to come. This is the story of one of the most enigmatic vehicles ever created, a tale that intertwines innovative engineering, artistic vision, and unsolved mystery. The Aerolith wasn't just another luxury car, it was a glimpse into the future, created by Jean Bugatti, the talented son of legendary automaker Ettore Bugatti. Its disappearance has led to decades of speculation, with historians and collectors still searching for clues about its fate. The story begins in Molsheim, France, at the Bugatti factory in 1935. Jean Bugatti, already proving himself a worthy successor to his father's legacy, had a vision that would push the boundaries of what was possible in automotive design. The Type 57 Aerolith emerged from his drawing board as something entirely different from anything seen before. Rather than using conventional materials, Jean chose to construct the car's body from electron, a lightweight alloy of magnesium and aluminum that was more commonly found in aircraft construction. The choice of electron presented unique challenges that would shape the car's most distinctive features. The material was extremely lightweight, offering significant performance advantages, but it came with a serious drawback. It was highly flammable and couldn't be welded using traditional methods. This limitation led to one of the Aerolith's most striking characteristics, the prominent dorsal seam that ran along the length of the car. This spine-like feature wasn't just for show. It was a necessary solution for joining the body panels together using rivets, as welding would have risked igniting the volatile material. The Aerolith's engine was a masterpiece of engineering for its time. Under the streamlined hood sat a 3.3-liter straight-8 engine with dual overhead camshafts, producing an impressive 201 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. This powerful engine was paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, driving the rear wheels. The car's lightweight construction, weighing just 1,984 pounds, meant it could achieve remarkable performance figures for the 1930s. The vehicle's dimensions were carefully considered, with a wheelbase of 130 inches and a track width of 53 inches. These proportions, combined with its aerodynamic design, created a low-slung profile that seemed to slice through the air. The suspension system featured independent front suspension with live axles and semi-elliptical leaf springs, while the rear used a solid axle with reverse quarter-elliptic springs, a sophisticated setup for the era. The Aerolith's debut at the 1935 Paris Motor Show created a sensation. Its futuristic design, with teardrop-shaped fenders and doors that cut into the roof, seemed to belong to a different era entirely. The Art Deco influences were evident in every curve and line, reflecting the artistic movements of the time. The car's appearance at the London Motor Show later that year further cemented its status as a revolutionary design. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the Aerolith story is what happened after these shows. Despite its groundbreaking design and the attention it received, the car simply vanished. No records exist of its fate, and its disappearance has become one of the greatest mysteries in automotive history. Some speculate it was destroyed during World War II, while others believe it might still exist somewhere, hidden away in a forgotten garage or a private collection. The Aerolith's influence lived on through the Bugatti Type 57 S Atlantic, a limited production model that borrowed many design elements from its predecessor. While the Atlantic used aluminum instead of electron for its body panels, it retained the distinctive dorsal seam and many other styling cues. Only 4 Atlantic cars were ever built, with 3 surviving to this day, making them among the most valuable automobiles in existence. In recent years, the Guild of Automotive Restorers in Canada undertook an ambitious project to recreate the Aerolith. This wasn't just another replica, it was a painstaking reconstruction using the same materials and techniques employed in 1935. The team even sourced electron alloy and used period-correct riveting methods to join the body panels, providing modern enthusiasts with a glimpse of what the original car would have been like. The Aerolith's legacy extends far beyond its brief existence. Its influence can be seen in modern Bugatti models like the Veyron and Chiron, which continue the tradition of pushing technological boundaries while maintaining exceptional aesthetic standards. While these modern supercars use vastly different materials and technologies, they carry forward the same spirit of innovation that Jean Bugatti embodied with the Aerolith. Jim Bugatti's tragic death in 1939, during a test drive of a Type 57 tank-bodied racing car, cut short a brilliant career that had already produced several automotive masterpieces. The Aerolith stands as perhaps his greatest achievement, a car that was not just ahead of its time in terms of design and engineering, but one that continues to influence and inspire automotive design nearly 9 decades later. The Aerolith's construction methods were revolutionary for their time. The use of electron alloy required entirely new approaches to body assembly. Traditional spot welding was impossible due to the material's flammability, leading to the development of the distinctive riveted seams. These seams, particularly the prominent dorsal line running from nose to tail, became not just functional elements but defining aesthetic features. The car's aerodynamic design was equally groundbreaking. In an era when most cars were still essentially boxes on wheels, the Aerolith's flowing lines and carefully considered curves represented a completely new approach to automotive design. The teardrop-shaped fenders, curved roofline, and smooth underbody all contributed to reduced air resistance, improving both performance and efficiency. The interior of the Aerolith reflected a minimalist approach that was unusual for luxury cars of the period. While most high-end automobiles of the 1930s featured lavish wood and leather appointments, the Aerolith's cockpit was purposeful and driver-focused. The instrumentation was limited to essential gauges, and the seating position was oriented toward performance rather than comfort. The car's suspension system represented a careful balance between handling capability and ride comfort. The front independent suspension with live axles and semi-elliptical leaf springs was advanced for its time, while the rear solid axle with reverse quarter elliptic springs provided stability and control. The drum brakes on all 4 wheels, while standard for the era, were carefully sized to handle the car's performance potential. The mystery of the Aerolith's disappearance has led to countless theories and investigations over the years. Some historians believe the car was dismantled to recover its valuable electron alloy for aircraft production during World War II. Others suggest it might have been destroyed during the conflict, while some maintain hope that it survived and remains hidden somewhere waiting to be discovered. The car's brief public appearances at the Paris and London motor shows in 1935 provided the only documented evidence of its existence. The black and white photographs from these events have been studied extensively by historians and enthusiasts, providing crucial details for modern recreations and contributing to our understanding of this revolutionary vehicle. The decision to recreate the Aerolith in modern times was not taken lightly. The Guild of Automotive Restorers spent years researching every aspect of the car's design and construction. They analyzed period photographs, studied surviving Type 57 chassis, and consulted with metallurgists to understand the properties of electron alloy. The resulting recreation provides valuable insights into the challenges and achievements of the original car's development.